Sorry about that. I've got a bottle of water sitting here above my keyboard, and it actually fell over and hit something on my keyboard that made it kick off. So I apologize. I'll have to do a little bit of editing on the video before I get this back up and list it to add what I already had done. So I appreciate you sticking tuned. And hey, let me jump in here real quick. Hey, Jim, nod your head if you're ready. I see you there.
Writing some notes, man.
Jim Cummins in here. Jim Cummins with the East Coast Fuelers. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing, John? What's happening?
I'm awesome tonight. I'm using headphones,
Oh, wow.
so bear with me on them a little bit. I'm got one of those real nice set of ear pods ordered that's supposed to be a lot better than these.
I don't use that stuff, so.
Hey, look, I want to this weekend we've got let me find it. We've got your event at Lebanon Valley Dragway.
Right. We got the Dover reunion. Dino Lawrence puts that on. We got 8 cars coming, a whole bunch. Alky Diggers is helping us out again, Mike and everybody else, Competition Products. The weather's kind of but we'll see how it rolls. We never say die.
Okay, and that starts Friday, September 22nd. I'm going to do a little rundown here on the schedule that I'm looking at. Friday, September 22nd, Tech opens at 1. Time trial start from 3 to 8. Yes. Car entry and drivers $40, crew and spectator $15, children 6 to 10 $5, under 5 get in free. Saturday's the big day. Let's see.
Sunday's the real big day. Sunday's the big day with the pro cars.
Sunday's the big day?
With the funny cars and us and everybody else, yes.
Okay. So, yeah, this is going to be another one of the great events that the East Coast Fuelers put on. We try to catch all those and cover all those each time. And what do we look for at this one, Jim? Anything super spectacular?
You know, the air and the track is fantastic up there. Hopefully everything goes well. I think we're going to see some big numbers. You know, Tim Spurl with the Virginia Flash, he's looking to put 200 miles an hour on that 6. Don Landis with the Lucky Dog out of Telford, PA, he's looking to get things down there in that same neighborhood, and myself. So there's a lot of badass cars coming.
You had to do some work on your car, didn't you? Didn't you have a blown head gasket or something?
I blew a head gasket at MIR at the Funny Car Chaos. I actually just got the gaskets this Saturday, Hussey Gaskets, and we're working on a deal with Hussey, the copper gaskets and stuff like that for our group, and they seem very responsive. So I'm finalizing something there as well. John and Basic,
keep me in the loop on that.
Oh, absolutely. John and Basic gave me a call real quick about earlier in the week, and he just, wanted to see how I'm doing, if I'm doing okay, and I wanted to make sure he was okay too. So, racers.
Yeah, man, that's great. Is Ray going to be at your event this weekend?
No, Ray's got something else going on. We have Tim Kraus out of Long Island, his dad with that comp coupe, that yellow one with the big ugly on it. That's a badass car. That's a cool car. We got the Cocazzoli family with the Outer Limits, which has got the green full body, almost looks like an old, looks real nostalgic. It's actually really cool too. So myself and Blake Belbot will be down there. He's shaking down his car and getting things done too. Who else am I missing? I know I'm going to miss somebody, and I'll hear it when I get off the phone.
Let's see. Who all you've got as sponsors on this thing for this event? I know you got Alky Diggers. I was looking to see if there's anything on the flyer, but there wasn't.
No, not with us. With us, Competition Products helps us out a whole bunch. Alky Diggers, Mike has always stepped up, and the girls, they're just awesome. And, Competition Products, the other guys we're working on. That's the best way to roll with them. We're always looking, and we're trying to put our schedule together for next year. I know it's a little premature, but
no, I mean, you need to start finalizing next year's schedule now.
Yeah, we're getting it rolling. But most of the tracks, on their defense, they're still figuring out the numbers and seeing what's happening this year and what's what and how. But they know. But at the same time, we've got some events. We're going to do some others. We have the last event for us is going to be down at Rockingham, Dan Van Horn with the Mopar meet. We'll have 4 cars down there. So Flying Ryan will be there, and Tim Spurl again. That's we'll see what happens there, and we'll go from and probably Bruce. We've got one more car we're looking for, and I think Jim Gloyd's going to be there with his Nitro car.
Is Ryan gonna make that one? That's close to him.
Yeah, Ryan's going to make that one. Yeah, yep, he's going to be there.
All right, man. Well, anything else happening in the world?
No, we're just, herding cats and getting things done. I appreciate your help and support. You guys rock. And, Lynn, God bless you. You put up with him.
Yeah, for putting up with both of us, I tell you. But look, man, I appreciate that. I just wanted to check in with you. I got a couple other events that we're doing, and we got another event with Chester Taylor and the Misfit Gassers this weekend.
Nice.
Down here. So
I'd
I'm
love
looking
to get together with those guys.
Say that again.
I'd love to get together with those guys.
Yeah,
Scott,
yeah.
It's funny. Scott Storm, I've been helping him tune his car too. So we're doing a long distance. I feel like Casey Kasem.
I hear you. I know the feeling. Well, that's good, Jim. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come in and speak with us and let us know what's going on this weekend.
Thank you, man. Have a good one, nice.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right. I love it whenever Jim comes on. Oh, I didn't have to. Hey, Chester. Hey, Lynn, send Chester the link. If he wants to come on and talk about his event this weekend, we'll do that. Hey, let me jump in here and let me get some things taken care of and lined up. Let me get my cigar review going for this week. I got a pretty good one this week. The Chillin' Moose 2. You got to check this out. Hey, everybody. It's Johnny Blender, and I wanted to do my little cigar review. This week, I'm reviewing a Chillin' Moose 2 cigar. Chillin' Moose. This was a 60 ring, 5-inch long cigar. It's got 1.5 inches of band on it. I had somebody sent me a message when they were seeing me smoke one of my cigars, and they said that it wasn't good, or you weren't supposed to smoke a cigar below the band. And I sent them a short video back of me sliding the band up and down the cigar, going, okay, it moves. But hey, that's just me being sarcastic. I started this Chillin' Moose about 10 minutes ago, took the big dog out for a walk, and puffed on it while I was walking down the hill to the back of the property. And I got to tell you, now this Chillin' Moose cigar I'm finding these from anywhere from $4.50 to $5.50 a piece for this particular cigar. It's comparable with the Florida Oliva Golds that I like. It's a little bit, the 60 ring gauge is a little bit more than I like. I like the 50s, but this was what I had to review. And but as far as, it just takes a little bit different getting used to it, because I'm used to it sitting the 50. I'm used to putting it in a certain place in my mouth when I put it in, and this is just a little, I don't know, it's just like eating ice cream from a teaspoon to a tablespoon. It's just, there's a lot more of it. But I got to tell you, for the cost of this cigar, this is a really good cigar. One of the things that we're going to be trying to do on this, and I'm working with a bunch of cigar companies right now, when we do a review on a cigar and talk about a cigar, I'm going to try to have everybody a discount code. If you want to order cigars, you can contact those companies, use the show discount code, and save some money on your order and ship it and stuff like that. But it burns slow, and I will tell you, it does. This particular cigar is burning a little uneven. So that, that just may be humidification or different things like that. But I really got to tell you, this has got a real good tone to it, a real good taste to it. It's smooth. I let Lynn taste it after I lit it and ask her what she thought about it, and she said, that's just really smooth. It's really good. It's got some. It's got some. It's a dark cigar, and usually I like a natural. This is a darker cigar. I'll have all the information up on this cigar after I get through with it, get through with this video, and then I'm gonna be trying on this video. I'm gonna try to do some editing to it to make it a little bit different. We want to move these up and step these up a little bit better. So I'm working on that right now. So thanks for bearing with me. But I did want to get another review out there on a good cigar. And anytime I'm in the shop, sandblast and powder coating today. So anytime I've got a few minutes, take a little break, I'll pull out a stogie and light it and see what I think about it. And this is the first time I've smoked one of these. I have smoked one of the chilling mooses before. I've not smoked this particular one. Like I said, this is the Chilling Moose 2. It's a really good cigar. It's got a nice flavor. I'm trying to isolate the flavors that I taste in this. And I just really can't. It's a mild cigar. Even though it's a darker cigar, it's a mild cigar. But I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any bad aftertaste to it, and I'm on the first 2 inches of the cigar. I'm not getting any bad aftertaste in it or with it. It's just a really, really good smooth burning cigar or smooth tasting cigar. Like I said, it's leveling out a little bit now on how it's burning. And that may have just been the way I was watching the video, editing this and trying to put this together and get all my screen stuff right. So I may not have been paying attention to how it was burning when I lit it. I may have lit it off to one side a little bit. But yeah, the Chillin' Moose 2, I'll put the band up here so you can see it. Pretty cool looking little band. It's a wide band. And for the guy who made the comment about you're not supposed to smoke any lower than the band, well, if the band's right there, what, you leave this much cigar? This is an 1.5-inch band, so that's an 1.5-inch cigar you don't want to smoke. Cigars cost money, and I like to smoke them down to they're burning my lips, or they get really, really bad taste on the bottom end. But like I said, this is a really, really good cigar. Like I said, $450 to $550 a stick for it. From what I've seen, I'm sure, hopefully, if we get these discount codes fixed up for the cigars for different vendors, we'll be able to save you some money on that. But just a really, really good cigar. This cigar would go really, really good with not moonshine. Everything goes good with moonshine, but this would go really, really good with a good bourbon. This would be really good with bourbon, or this would be really, really good with Remy Martin. Yeah, this is a really good cigar. I like it. I may jump back in here and do a little bit more on this video when I get closer to the bottom end of it to see if it changes. But right off the top of what I'm dealing with right now, I want to tell you, look at that, it never fails. I want to tell you that the Chilling Moose cigar is a very, very good cigar, and it's a very affordable cigar. So this is something for you to look at. If you get a chance, check out the Chilling Moose 2, 5x60. And hopefully later on in the video, we'll be able to have a discount code along with a company that will help you save a little bit of money. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll get back to the regular show here in just a few minutes. All right, I'm back. That was my little video I did last week when I was sitting in the shop smoking after I got tired of sandblasting. A big hello. Let's catch a couple of these messages. John U Basic. Hey, John U Basic with U Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. We'll have his information up there in a minute. There's my darling wife Lynn tagging everybody on the planet. Dave Buchanan. Hey, Dave, how are you doing, buddy? You think of getting into cigars? I thought you already were into cigars, Big Dave, with Second City Hustlers up in Chi-Town. How's everything going? Is it getting cold up there yet? I see my sister Stephanie Youngblood. Excuse me. I didn't start coughing just because it was my sister. Honest. All right. Excuse me, man. I see my sister Stephanie Youngblood has tuned into the show tonight. I thank you for doing that, sis. She is my big older sister. Let's see. Scott Storm. Hey, buddy. Let me put my glasses back on because I take them off so I can read, or put them on so I can read. Big race this weekend, US 90. Yes, I know. We're fixing to talk about it. Wet and gloomy today in Chi-Town. Jim Cummins says he needs a shot of that shot. I'm out here doing the show in the shop tonight instead of doing it in the house because I wanted to smoke. And Linda let me smoke in the house. She lets me smoke in the house, but it's just one of those things where it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I see Chester Taylor says, hold on, let me click on Chester real quick. Yes, it says Chester Taylor device not connected. So we'll hold off on that. John, you go jump in here. Hey, since I got Scott Storm and everybody on here, let me jump over here, put this other banner up real quick. Let's talk about this race tonight or this weekend. There we go. All right, that's it. Let me pop it up over here on this computer. This Saturday at Mobile Dragway, you've got Saturday and Sunday, Friday and Saturday, sorry. Man, I'm still choked up. The Misfit Gassers will be at Mobile Dragway with the Southern Wild Bunch Open Wheel guys. They're going to have a swap meet, a meet and greet, a kids parade, old school foot brake racing 74 and back, vintage car show and exhibition this weekend, nostalgia open wheel and heads up racing. The schedule of events is Thursday, September 21st, which is right now, is open for early arrivals and event setup. Friday, tomorrow, gates open at 2 p.m. for the meet and greet, swap meet, test and tune for all at 6 p.m. And a gambler's race. They're going to have a gambler's race. You got to love that. Saturday's a big show. We've got gates open 9 a.m. Swap meet and a meet and greet will also be going along, as well as a kids parade at 11 a.m. Racing and qualifying starts at noon. You can get more information on this event by messaging Scott Storm, Chester Taylor, Donna Moore at Mobile Dragway. You can contact her at 251-391-9619 or www.mobiledragway.com. Check it out. It's going to be a great event. The East Coast, the Southern Wild Bunch, the open wheel guys are going to be putting on a hell of a show. Hey, I see Chester poking his big head in there. I see you, Chester. I'll come get you in just a second. But that's this weekend. We're going to bring Chester Taylor in, who's got this event happening this weekend. We'll talk to him for just a little bit. As soon as I can find this, there it is. You got your device connected, I see.
Yeah, finally. It didn't want to connect this for some reason.
That's all right. Mine was doing that before I started the show, and then I was about 4 minutes into the show, and my bottle of water fell over on the keyboard, so it kicked the show off, and I had to start back, so I'm going to have to go back in and edit the intro of the show. How's everything going, buddy? We just talked about your event this weekend. Tell me something else that's happening.
Well, we got the swap meet going on. We have 22 trophies we're giving away this weekend. We're having Scott with the Wild Bunch is going to be out there. We're having foot brake. We're actually going to have a potluck tomorrow night for all the racers who's out there at the track and everybody who's involved in it. So, there'll be plenty of food, or bring something you want.
When is that? What time? I saw Jesse put something up on that potluck the other day. Now, that's tomorrow. What time is that starting?
About 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We still going to run a gambler's race, so somebody might have to put piece of chicken in their pocket and run to the staging lane real quick.
That's all right. That happens. That happens from time to time, especially if it's
Yeah,
good chicken.
only the losers is going to get to eat. The winner's going to be out there racing.
That's it, man. That's it. You make a pass if you win or lose. If you win, you go back and run again. If you lose, you go get something to eat. I mean, that's almost a win-win situation.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. We have over 50 cars, gassers committed to be there, and I think we're up close to about 10 open wheels that's going to be there. And
man, that's great, Chester. You've done a really good job putting these events together this year. I know it's your first year that you've done them, and I really got to hold on.
I appreciate it.
You've done a good job, man, and I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule and away from your family for a few minutes to come talk to us here on the show to talk about your events, because we really are wishing you the best of success, and we hope you're planning on a bigger schedule next year.
Yeah, we're going to try to have at least one race a month next year, and me and Scott was actually talking today. We're going to try to run his group and our group at each race next year, so it'll be kind of a bigger event for both groups next year. And I didn't realize how much work it was to put these events on until I started doing that this year, but it's quite a bit of work.
You know, it's a lot of work, because I mean, look at Jesse Holmes. You know, he's only 37 years old.
Oh yeah.
but I mean, there's a lot of work to put in events there. I mean, Jesse, you know, he looks like he's in his 70s, but he's only 37 years old. I mean, they take a lot out of him. Well, we've
been blessed. Jesse got behind us, and he's kind of helped pushing our group. You know, we kind of keep the SOG along with the misfits and giving everybody somewhere to race, and it's worked out real well.
And are you going to next year? Are you gonna base your schedules next year on the almanac?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
I think that prevents a lot of rainouts and a lot of missed dates, is just opening that thing up and looking at it a little bit, because it's really, really accurate.
Oh yeah, it works.
All right, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about for this weekend coming up?
Well, no, I just, everybody comes out. I sent out a bunch of tech cards, but if anybody wants to come race and they have not got one, if they show up at the gate and tell them that they're there with the gassers, the gate will let the car and driver in free, and then they'll go up under and talk to Miss Donna up there at the starting line, and she'll give them a tech card. That way, it's free for the gassers, car and drivers to enter, and for open wheels.
Okay. What else are they going to have running there this weekend?
Foot brake,
all the regular brackets?
I know we're having foot brake. I'm not sure about the regular brackets. I'd have to go back and look and see what we put on the flyer. Okay.
I was sitting here looking at it. I just didn't see anything else. On the one that I've got. So there may be something on the other side of it, or on a second page of it or something. I've just got what I've got pulled up on my screen.
Yeah, I know. I got a race next month, and they're going to be quite a bit of bracket racing and index racing at Cottonwood with it.
That's with Johnny Jordan's group?
No, his is next week, and then
28th.
Yeah, and then I think the 27th or something like that of next month. Maybe the 22nd. I can't remember. I had to look at the flyer, but we have a race at Cottonwood too.
Okay.
That the Misfits is putting on. So
make sure I get that information.
Yeah, I'll send all that out to you.
Yeah, because I want to help you promo that and everything. And all
right,
how's that daughter doing?
Oh, it's good. They in there eating right now. I'm out here in the truck. I just got done loading up the little old race truck, and I ain't even made it in the house yet. They all in there eating right now.
All right, well, man, if it's anything like around here, you need to go on in there and get somewhat or something left.
Yeah, they probably
my wife's a tiny woman, but she can eat.
I got two of them in there that weighs 100 pounds, two women that weighs 100 pounds, and they both eat more than I do.
I know. I understand. All right, Chester, I appreciate you coming on this week and checking us out and letting us know what's going on. Hopefully you'll have a great weekend.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I'm leaving work tomorrow, and I'm going racing. So, win, lose, or draw, I'm at least not at work.
Well, that's a good thing. All right, brother. I appreciate it. That's Chester Taylor with the Misfit
I
Gassers. Come check
appreciate
them out this weekend at Mobile Dragway, September 22nd and 23rd. Mobile Dragway. Thanks, Chester.
it. All right, have a good one.
There we go. All right. Now let's see. I got to go back in and do some editing on this video. All right, let me check some of these messages. I got a bunch of people in here that Glenn Culbertson, how you doing, Uncle Glenn? I hope everything's doing all right. The Mighty Mouse will be in Mobile Friday and Saturday. I'm glad to hear that, Uncle Glenn. John Lynn is doing well. She's doing well. I keep looking. These are bifocals that I'm wearing tonight, and I'm not used to that other little section down here on the bottom, and I'm looking up to read so I can see through those, but I'm taking those off right now. Let me take these earplugs off too. I'm done with that. All right. So we got a big weekend this weekend. We've got it down south. We've got it up north. We've got the East Coast Fuelers at Lebanon Valley this weekend. We've got the Misfit Gassers, the Southern Wild Bunch at Mobile Dragway. Come out and check these events out. These are great people. It's a family-friendly event. You will have a ton of fun at these events. Like I said, admission is $20 in Mobile. 2 days for $35. I've got the flyer I've got is something I kind of put together and made notes on, so I apologize for that I don't have more information. But check it out. Let's see. Oh, let me get one of our sponsors, John U Basic with U Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. Now, if you need parts, let me kick this up here real quick. If you need parts and you need to save some money, check out my buddy John U Basic, with the owner of U Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. John's a great guy. He's got a ton of knowledge. There's numbers right there, 253-212-8020. So I can't see a little bit without those glasses. But check them out. He carries all the main brand name brand manufacturers that you like, that you prefer to use. And John is very, very good at his pricing. Just did a whole rework of his website, so you got to check that out. You can go to Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. I got the doors open to the shop, and somebody drives by, and I live on a dead end road. I have to look see who it is. He's got a newsletter. If you sign up for his newsletter to get monthly updates on what they've got going on, they always run 20% off 21 different products every month. Check them out. Basic Motorsports Performance Parts is a great place to go. I don't only advertise and promote them, I use them as well. John U Basic, we've got the grid and some other equipment on the Fury Dragster that we picked up from U Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. MSD said it was going to be a period of time before we could get our order filled. John U Basic called in, got involved, said, nope, needs it now, and had it in just a few days. So John goes above and beyond helping his customers. But don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. Check out their monthly specials. I think they do giveaways and drawings for people who sign up for the newsletter. So check that out. It's a really, really good company. And like I said, if it's like Crescent Canna and Killer Wax and the products that I promote on this show and that we promote on the Edge radio station, we don't just promote them, we use them. The reason we use them is because I like to go out and find good companies, small business groups, veteran-owned companies, things like that. And I like to work alliances with those companies so we can help promote them and help them become strong and grow. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I'm going to have to do a little bit of editing on this video since my bottle of water kicked its show off a few minutes into it. So I've got some cutting and pasting I'm going to have to do to get these two videos up and running. But let's see if I've got any more messages coming in. But don't forget to check out. I'm going to leave you Basic Motorsports Performance Parts number up there. Don't forget, John's a great guy. Jim Cummins is saying you Basic is great. Of course he is. Send me your prescription. Jim Cummins, my buddy Jim Cummins with the East Coast Feelers. Oh, hold on. I'm fixing to put my headphones on. I was fixing to go out, but I see John U. Basic is popping in here. So I want to talk to him because I want some updates. But Jim, what I was fixing to say, I'll bring John in real quick while I'm here. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy. How you doing, man?
Good. Hold on just a minute. Let me start this other rant I was fixing to do. Jim Cummins, let me tell you, I've got one eye that's a 200 and one eye that's a 225, and I wear contacts in them. And my eye doctor down here told me, he said, why don't you just use the same contact in each eye? And I looked at him like he was, an idiot. And he told me that about 3 years ago. And the other day, I actually got the contacts confused, and I put two contacts, the 225s, in each eye. And, I got to tell you, I see a little bit better. So maybe there's something to that, going back to the eye doctor every 4 or 5 years and getting your eyes re-examined. I'll have to put that on my schedule. But, hey, right now with the same one contact in both eyes, they're working great. All right, John, how's everything going up there? And tell me about the coupe, man. Have we got any action happening on the coupe?
No, I'm still feeling a lot better than I did. That's for sure as hell. But I'm now she's still sitting in the trailer.
Okay.
I got all the stuff together now to actually get her out of the trailer. So I still have probably a little bit less than a week to wear this crazy contraption I'm wearing right now. And
how are you feeling? How's your body feeling?
It's back 10 times better than it was before. I still have stiffness in it, but I'm upright and I'm on the right side of the earth, and so I'm feel pretty fortunate. I've already reached out to a company. Oh, by the way, thank you for Suncoast Race Cars. I reached out to them, and they actually have a body for me. So whenever I'm ready for it, they'll be more than happy to ship it to me from Florida. So I can actually recreate the car exactly. And then
I was pretty sure that they had it. I was pretty sure they had that.
Yeah, they did. No doubt about it. So that was awesome. In fact, they have all the parts and pieces I need to actually, build a tree for the front end and everything else for it. So they got all the Lexan for that, specifically for the coupe, the windows and everything, the opera windows. So I'm just waiting for a little bit of information as far as pricing is concerned, shipping. I did find the guy who actually built what I used to campaign a 77 Chevy Vegan Super Gas for just forever. And he actually is out of Newberg, Oregon. I've reached out to him. As soon as I get it off, I'm going to take a bunch of photos of the car, send it to him, and he feels pretty good that he can rebuild that car the way it was.
Okay. Did you haven't been able to look at the car, have you?
Oh no, I've looked at it, and I've started candles and cried a little bit by it and things like that. But
have you figured out what happened yet?
No, I haven't. I won't be able to do that until I literally get the car out and start looking. I want to really look at the right side of the car, front right,
right,
to be sure that I didn't get something locked up or seized up, or if I broke something. But for that car to do such a violent turn to the right, that car is just not indicative of that. When that thing goes and gets up to that speed, that thing's usually cemented to the racetrack, and for that to do what it did, just is so weird. I had JD from John from Swerve. He actually tried to do what he could with it to enhance the video for me of the ones that I sent to him. And, when you blow it up too big, you lose the pixels on it.
Right.
But, as much as I can see, I don't know if it's my mind is wanting it to have something happen on the right side, or, to at least know what the hell happened. Right. But it looked like my front tire bowed inward to the car, not outward, but inward, which automatically would turn it to the left. I'm sorry, to the right.
To the right, yeah.
Right. But, I don't know. Like I said, this guy that I'm going to take it to, like I said, he built my Vega. He's built cars for alcohol guys and everything. So he went another direction with his business. He no longer builds cars technically. Now he actually builds SFI certified roll bars for probably 85 or 90% of the fastest production cars made by Camaros, Lamborghinis, and things like that. So, but he still does it for friends, and so I guess he must be we must be like friends, because he told me, he says, yeah, start taking photos and send them to me, and let's see what the hell happened to it.
Hey, let me ask you, John, what kind of I haven't seen a flyer this month. So what's going on as far as sales this month at Basic Motorsports Performance Cars?
Right now, we actually, through the end of October, we have a closeout sale. Everything there is 15% off on over 3,500 items, and it's obviously while supply lasts.
Right.
But what it is, it's discounted, plus it's an additional 15% off of the discounted before. So a lot of good deals there. I also have Detroit Locker, Arc Lighting, Clevite, Energy Suspension, Fram, NGK, and Champion brand oil, all with various discounts and percentages off, anywhere between 5 to 15% off. So
man, that's awesome.
Yeah, we try to always provide at least 7 to 8 major manufacturers as far as discounts every 2 weeks, and at least every 60 days I try to provide or offer like a closeout or a blowout sale. The customers can come on and get some pretty deep discounts on things that
That's great. That's great. Be sure and share those items and send me a flyer on that or whatever that you've got, so I can make sure I get that promoted for you and posted and everything.
Sounds good, man.
There was something else I was fixing to ask you. I guess that's one of these things of getting old. It's gone.
Oh, I saw Jim Cummings. I saw Jim earlier on the.
Yeah, Jim was on earlier. They've got their race in Lebanon Valley this weekend.
Yeah, thumbs up to Jim and the group, man. Awesome folks, and also Mr. Storm.
Scott, he's hanging in there.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
We've got Gasser's race this weekend in Mobile Dragway. Scott will be there with the Southern Wild Bunch, so it's just going to be a really, really good weekend in the north and in the south. I'm trying to figure out I had something I was going to ask you, but man, I just getting old. I'm ready for a do-over.
Yeah, I hear you, man. No, I totally hear you, man. It's just it's a terrible thing, but hey, I don't know. It
is what it is, man. It is what it is.
It's the craziest thing. I have so many folks. I've met a number of people calling me up, and the biggest question is that, are you done racing? Have you seen the writing on the wall? You're not getting younger, and I'll be honest with you, I'm 64 years old. It's kind of funny. When you're really young, you can't have a really cool car because you're trying to find out how to make ends meet. And then by the time you can afford to have a really cool car, you're old and senile.
Yeah.
so it sucks.
I'm not saying that about you, John. I'm not saying that about you.
I know. I hear you, which I appreciate, by the way. Thank you. But I'm going to do everything in my power to rebuild this car back, like I said, because it was so iconic. It really was. Even the short period of time I've been pushing it on the interweb and through Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr and everything everywhere else, and even local. I have people that are still calling me up wanting to set up dates for next year to bring the car to charity events, to shows, to races.
Yep. I love doing that. I love doing that with Fury.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm just going.
So, and the great thing about it is you don't break anything.
Oh no, I tell you, man. I was looking to buy like another coupe or something, or a Willys, in that area with a blower motor, just as a kind of a classic car deal. But hell, they're anywhere between $40,000 to $100,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
So So, what the hell, but granted, going 30, 40 miles an hour is a lot better than going 130 and jacking your world up or faster.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, a lot big difference. Yeah, well, that's great, John. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad your family's doing well. Uh, we hope we get the call. We hope we get the coop back up and running like it was.
Yeah, hopefully. Hey, listen, again, I just want to thank you, John, for you and all your listeners and everything. Some of the stuff that was sent to me and everything. It's you have no idea how much appreciative our family is, and I am, to all of the well wishes that we have got. And again, my hats off to all the people at the racetrack and the folks that were in the hospital that actually took care of me. In retrospect, compared to some of these people that had some of these injuries they get, I was so very fortunate. But I tell you, anybody who complains about the safety equipment that is requested or recommended or needed on these cars, and personally for yourselves by NHRA or any of these sanctioning bodies, just give them my phone number. I'll be more than happy to tell them.
Yeah, man, you've got me interested in that Hans device instead of that little foam collar that I got.
Yeah, no, you're that thing doesn't do nothing for you. It's pretty, it's cute. It looks like all the women think it's really cool when you put it around your neck. But I tell you, in a severe accident, that thing's not going to do a damn thing for you, man. Nothing.
That's it. All right, John. Well, I appreciate you for coming on this week, and we'll see you again next week or a week after, or whenever. We'll talk to you whenever you got time. I hate that. I like it when you're out working on the car and you stop working on the car to come in and do the show. But I understand you don't feel good right now, and you're still healing, and we got to get the car out of the trailer so we can work on it.
Well, next time, even if I call you, when I call you next time, and let's say I am not working on the car, what I'll do is I'll smear some grease all over my face.
I would feel much better.
I'll come in with a wrench, and at least I'll look like the hell I'm doing something worth of shit.
I will feel much better if you do that.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be swearing. My bad. Sorry. My apologies to everyone.
That's all right. I'm not FCC regulated.
Yeah.
All right, John. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to get out of here so I get this video edited.
Take care. Bye.
Talk to you later, buddy. Bye-bye. That was John Ubasic. He's a great guy. I love everything that he does. And like I said, please, I left Ubasic Motorsports Performance ad up there the entire time. And I'm still leaving it up there. So give him a call. Check him out first before you go to any of Jegs and Summit. John's a small guy, a small business guy, and he works really, really hard for his customers. So check out Ubasic Motorsports Performance Parts and check out their great monthly discounts and their sales. You'll save money. All right, everybody, I'm fixing to get out of here. So I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I didn't have any Trey the Weather Dago news tonight. He's been flying around the country, so I haven't been able to get an update from him. But I will have an update next week from Trey the Weather Dago. So thank you for tuning in. I will see everyone next week, and have a great weekend. Get out and see some racing in your area. And if you go somewhere, snap a few pictures and send them to me so I can put them up and tell people where these events and cars and cool cars are at. Thank you, everybody, and good night.